The next phylum happens to be Phylum Annelida, and over here also the name itself can be little bit depictive. Annelida is derived from the word annulus. Now what does annulus mean? Annulus means segments. Okay. Now another word, segmentation. We have to introduce ourselves to this word, segmentation. What is segmentation? What it is going to be all about? Now before we start, the simplest example of this phylum is earthworm, and I need not to have a doubt in my mind that you might not be knowing what an earthworm is. Everybody knows what an earthworm is, especially the people who stay in tropics. They know that whenever it is going to rain, you're going to find one or other earthworm. Now in the case of earthworm, you must have seen rings, okay? Those rings are segments. You must have seen on the body of an earthworm, there are rings that are present, those segments which are present, and we have to introduce ourselves to this because all the other terms would be similar that we studied in the previous phylum. This phylum is going to introduce you to organ system grade and segments that you have to study. So let us recall what would be the previous terms. First thing is that it would be bilaterally symmetrical, because we have left behind radial symmetry and asymmetrical phylums. Asymmetrical was those of sponges, I am repeating it again. Radially symmetrical were the cnidarians. Then whatever phylum we have studied, they are having the bilateral symmetry. Now moving further, they would be triploblastic because we have to reach till the organ system level. Try to recall, in the introductory lesson we had discussed that how gradually the complexity increases and we reach the organ system level. So over here we are going to find organs which are arranged in particular system. Okay, few organs would be working together for a single function. So we are not going to get organs if the organism is not having the 3 embryonic layers, so they are triploblastic. The third condition that is there is because there are organs, and organs cannot be present as such, otherwise they are having true coelom. Now we started from a condition of no coelom, in fact no layers, then we had a pseudocoelom, now we come to true coelom. Now this true coelom would be a body cavity which would be derived from the central layer of the embryonic layers, and it would house the organs which are present in a specific manner for a particular function, and we are going to find organ system grade. Okay, we have the organ system grade. Now till now whatever we had done, we saw that none of the organisms happen to be terrestrial except for a few nematodes. Over here we are going to find more complexity. The organisms would learn to survive in the terrestrial atmosphere as well, and then we have the more complex system, so they will have a breathing system as well because we have arrived to the organ system grade. Reproduction is getting advanced, there is more of a dimorphism if that is to be seen. These organisms, this phylum has hermaphrodites. Keep in mind, now what are hermaphrodites? That both male and female sexual characteristics would be found in a single organism only, as in the case of an earthworm. They have an organ system grade. They could be present free living, they could be parasitic, and the parasitic example is an ectoparasite, blood sucking leech. That we have. The ectoparasite is the blood sucking leech, and we have a aquatic example as well, that is Nereis, that you see over here. This is Nereis, this is earthworm, this is the blood sucking leech that we have. So you have to remember the examples, and one is Nereis, other is earthworm which has the scientific name Ferretima, and the third one is the blood sucking leech which is known as Hirudinaria. So you have to remember these examples, you have to learn these characteristic features, And you have to bear in mind that there is one term that is to be introduced, that is segmentation of the body. The organs which are present inside the coelom are present in the form of segments, not in the form of segments, but they are arranged in such a manner that each segment has a particular organ. Okay, there is a repetition. So the body is divided into particular segment. Supposedly you are having a body of animal like this. This is the alimentary canal with two particular openings. This is the outer layer, this happens to be the inner layer. Here there are organs. So this part would be divided into segments where the organs would be arranged in a particular fashion and form the organ system. Now supposedly there is organ X, there is organ X, then here we have organ Y, A. Okay, so this is the concept of segmentation, that the body is divided into segments and organs are arranged accordingly. So this is all you have to know about phylum Annelida.